Dear younger me, dear innocent, carefree, know-it-all younger me, dear, you still have the world in your hands, don't crush it, little me. Listen close. When someone says you can't, you stand up and say, I can, and then do what they told you you couldn't. Do what they told you you shouldn't. There are some rules that are meant to be broken, some envelopes that are meant to be pushed, some walls that are meant to be knocked down, and figuring out which one is an art form, learn it. Like when your dad tells you not to date that promiscuous boy, the boy with the tattoos who drinks and sets flames to the streets with his motorcycle. Date him anyway. What does dad know? And if he says he was a teenage boy once too, and that he understands what goes on in a teenage boy's mind, then letting you make your own mistakes will be his karma. When your mom tells you not to date that boy, don't date him, because she's been there herself and she knows all too well your fortune cookie heart, what it's like to crack it open with confident hands, expecting words of wisdom to spill out, landing only broken promises in your lap. She also knows how to reassemble the pieces before he devours them whole. When your dad tells you not to pierce your nose when you're 16, wait until you're 18. When you go to college and the term "not under my roof" becomes irrelevant. When your mom asks you not to say the F word, don't say it. Wait until you're 18. Wait until you go to college and say it to anybody who makes you feel inadequate. Enunciate it, feel it in your bones. When your dad tells you to kick him where it hurts, take it literally. He's a smarter man than you give him credit for. Wash off that makeup, little me, and tuck it in your drawer. You have the brightest eyes that can see the future. Don't make them darker. People will someday beg you for your beauty secrets, and all you'll have to offer them is washcloth and soap. Yes. Nature created you the way you are for a reason, and a makeup-caked face could only be treason. It might seem cool now, but hell, so will a lot of things. And when they come to you with popularity-filled cigarettes and sex-filled body images, I understand the temptation, but never fight the temptation to say no. I don't want to. Believe me, someday you'll rely on your own common sense to make friends. Dear me, dear 23-year-old me, dear, you still have the world in your hands. College graduate, still figuring out yourself, take all the time you need, and don't let anyone tell you you can't. Me. Cry. It's okay. The sky doesn't ask the ground if it's permissible to rain, it just does from time to time, and the grass always looks a little greener the next day. You don't have to ask permission. It's okay. Sing. Sing so loud the bathtub plug closes to keep your melodies from slipping down the drain. Sing so loud the train stops, comes screeching to a violent halt, and you imagine the passengers engaging in what can only be described as a cheesy Broadway musical. But leave your headphones in. It's more awkward for everybody else. If they can't hear, don't stop believing the way you can. Yes! Don't complain too much. Remember that it doesn't matter where you're sleeping, it just matters that your heart is beating. It doesn't matter what you eat, it just matters that you're feeding. And no matter how bad your situation seems, there's someone out there. Someone whose child was just diagnosed with some incurable disease. Someone whose house is burning down or washed away by the angry sea. It might be hard to breathe, but at least you have memories, and always remember what it's like to be little me. Thank you.